They're at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said, there is no question in my mind. He can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
This one complete down the field to Golden. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
36 yards.
A big gainer for Green Bay. 36 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles first down.
22 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 20-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Jalen Hurts on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Man in motion is Brown. Now Hurts on 4th down. Out to his right, and he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Go play action with Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Going to hold on to this one. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Philadelphia.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long, so the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Bob. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Love to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And nothing has come from these first 2 drives. Got a turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Throwing on second down, Love. And that ball incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to be third down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they go to work on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Jacobs will take it in. Touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0.
14. Eagles nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Yeah, the ball comes out. The Packers have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On second down, Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Here's Daniel Whelan now as he is on to punt for Green Bay. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On play action, Hurts. The open man is the tight end, Branson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
The key to a good zone read offense is the timing, and in this case, it took a little bit longer to get going. By the time the back was given the ball, the defense was through. They're able to take him down on third down for a big loss.
Here's Braden Mann now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Love to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That complete to Jacobs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 10.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to run this one himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That one caught by Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
10 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
34-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for third and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on second down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A second down throw for Love. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Back to Golden. He's got it again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard
With the struggles
line.
they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
26, Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get about 5.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now Hurts on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Love. He'll step up and run. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down.
Gain of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
In motion, Reed. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will have a Packers 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st down. 1st and goal at the
I don't want to take
9-yard
anything
line.
away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and
These are the
goal.
worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the...
He's got his big tight end, Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Like a design run, Hurts has it. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time.
That is hot. What a throw. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, Love. They'll try to set up the screen here, and nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that. all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Love to throw. That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
For a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, we might be running out of time.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ty Robinson on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
off the play fake. Here's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, Love. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. And that is blocked.
Makes the score Packers 24, Eagles 14.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Delivers it quick to Brown.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Saquon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
I like the first down call, Mike. You're trying to take advantage of a defense that might be selling out, expecting run, but to no avail. Then you change it up and go on the ground for nothing. Brings up 3rd down, This is a tricky situation for any play caller.
3rd and goal for Hurts. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here's Love. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down. In motion, it's Golden. Love to throw on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The RPO, that one is complete. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So they got to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here goes Hurts on the design run.
Hurts on the keeper. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
4 yards.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He takes off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
31 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Barkley, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle first down.
Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Barkley. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Gunn. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Love. The left side, he finds Kraft. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Love to throw. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now Love. This one's broken up, It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. It's second down. From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Big-time throw there, sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute. All they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Lambeau Field.